Hi guys, I'm Daniel and welcome back to Go Green Kitchen. So today we're going to be making vegan Thin Mints. I was inspired from this by the fact that February 19th is actually Chocolate Mint Day. So hopefully you guys are seeing this video uploaded on that day, and these Thin Mints are in celebration of that very important holiday. So without further ado, let's get started. So because this is a vegan recipe, the first step is to actually create the flax egg. So the original recipe only called for 1 large egg. So in replacement, I will be using 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed combined with 3 tablespoons of water. After mixing, I store the mixture in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. Next, I had to beat 3/4 cup of vegan butter, and just saying, I'm pretty new to baking, so I'm gonna spare you guys the pain of watching me trying to figure out how to beat the butter, because I really did not know how. In the end, I ended up using my mom's rice cooker wooden spoon thing, and I learned that bakers must be ribbed because that was so tiring. Next, I measured 1 cup of sugar to mix with the beaten butter. I added 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 teaspoon of peppermint extract, and my flax egg into my mixture. Then, in a different bowl, I sifted 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, along with 1 1/2 cups of flour. I also added 1 teaspoon of baking powder and whisked the 3 together. I slowly mixed the dry and wet ingredients together. Once again, bakers are ripped. This took so much time. And also, because there's no eggs in this recipe, I could freely eat the cookie dough without any risk of salmonella. This actually tastes really good. I'm kind of proud of myself, wow. With the dough finished, I cut it into 2 pieces and spread them out over 2 pieces of parchment paper to roll out. The goal was to get them about 1/4 of an inch thick, and as you can see, I was not very good. With the cookie dough rolled, I put it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Alright, so while the dough is refrigerating, let's take a quick moment to talk about how we are being sustainable in this recipe. So in my recipe, I replaced 2 ingredients with vegan alternatives, the butter with regular butter, and the eggs with flax seeds. So vegan butter is better than regular butter for your health in that it contains less saturated fats than regular butter does, but it's also better for the environment in that its carbon footprint is about 4 times lower than that of regular butter. But at the same time, vegan butter often contains coconut oil and palm oil, which are 2 ingredients that are linked to deforestation of rainforests and loss of biodiversity. So in the end, it may not be that good to consume that much vegan butter. Ground flax seeds, when compared to eggs, have been shown to have less saturated fats and cholesterol while having higher fiber and omega-3 fatty acids. They're also lower in calories and a little bit lower in proteins, but there's plenty of other vegan foods that can supplement that protein. The important thing is that flax seeds are more sustainable than eggs. Flax seeds take much less carbon dioxide to grow per kilogram. It takes 1.8 kilograms compared to 4.8 for eggs. Eggs can also cause pollution of local water sources through their manure. And also, many chickens are not raised humanely. While this difference in greenhouse gases may seem negligible at first, if we look at how much butter or how many eggs an entire nation consumes, or maybe the whole world, it really puts a big difference in how much greenhouse gases consuming different things can cause. With the constant threat of global warming due to greenhouse gas emissions, I think we should all try our best to live a more sustainable life that produces less carbon dioxide for our environment. Let's get back to baking. With the dough chilled, I needed to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. To get the dough in the correct shape, I didn't really have any cookie cutters, so I used the lid of a sprinkles can, and I used a toothpick to get the dough out of the lid. At this point, I realized that I did not read the instructions clearly enough because I was not expecting to make this many Thin Mints. I gathered the surrounding dough and re-rolled it to make more Thin Mints.
I decided to keep the rest of the cookie dough unshaped. Using some leftover vegan butter, I wiped down a piece of aluminum foil and put the cookies on a baking tray. I then baked the cookies for about 10 minutes. I let the cookies cool for 5 minutes on the baking tray and removed them to cool on a wire rack. What happened to the unshaped cookies, no one will ever know. Once the cookies were cooled, I started making the coating, which consisted of about 400 grams of vegan chocolate and 1/2 teaspoon of vegetable oil. I microwaved the chocolate in 15-second increments until all the chocolates had melted. Once it had melted, I added 1/4 teaspoon of peppermint extract into the coating. Then one by one, I dipped each cookie into the chocolate coating. I actually didn't have 400 grams of chocolate, so I did not have enough coating to cover all of my cookies. Finally, to let the coating set, I put all the cookies in the refrigerator. So looking at the finished cookies, you can definitely tell where I ran out of chocolate.
Hello. Okay, so we have all of our Thin Mints that have been cooled in the refrigerator. So obviously this is a lot of Thin Mints, but I'm gonna try this one because it's kind of misshapen. It's not as good as the other ones. So yeah, let's give it a try. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I will say it's not as crunchy as like an actual Thin Mint, but the actual flavor, like the mint and chocolate balance, is pretty spot on. So I'm pretty proud of this. Yeah. I mean, I already knew it was gonna be good because I already tried the batter multiple times, but yeah, no, I'm proud of myself. So overall, I'm really impressed with how well the recipe turned out, definitely. Not only because they were vegan, but also because they were homemade. I really didn't think that I could make something like a Thin Mint when I'm such a simpleton baker, I guess you could say. But yeah, they turned out really well. Obviously, this is a lot of cookies. If you're finding a way to store it, the original author of the recipe, the non-vegan one, said that you can store it in the refrigerator for up to a week and in the freezer for up to 3 months. And as always, if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel for more local leader DIY content. Thank you.